Hi there, LinkedIn family. Jonathan here from Some Talented People. Just a quick one today to throw an idea out there that's true for me, and I believe very much that it could be true for you. So, true choice is practice. What do I mean by that? So, I think often people in business and people generally, so I speak to a lot of coaches and they're all dealing with clients with various things and progress being made there. And if someone picks a coach, if someone takes an active step towards improving their choices, then that can make a big difference to them. But what is probably not well known enough is the idea of neuroplasticity. So your life, although it appears to happen out here, really it's all going on in here, because irrespective of the same stimuli, so for example, you and a friend in the old days go to the cinema, you see a movie, you come out, you have completely different opinions about the film. And that is because your experience, your subjective experience is only true for you. So, okay, you're suggesting that my mind, my world is happening in here. What good is that to me, Jonathan? Well, the good it is to you is that, so because I've recovered from a series of strokes and literally couldn't speak, couldn't walk, not a single function worked, and I had to rebuild that up. And so I've had the benefits of practice insofar as neuroplasticity, which is a neuroscience observation, is in me a reality. And what I can tell you about things is this, that when you do anything, be it physically or cognitively, at first it is hard. It's a challenge. We feel discomfort. And whether or not you're pushing weights in the gym or pushing yourself to learn for an exam or something like that, we notice the challenging situations. So choice is a cognitive emergence, let's say. We decide that we have had enough of this relationship or this supplier or whatever it is. Now, many people allow, in my perspective or in my opinion, allow things that they are dissatisfied to continue with for too long. We all recognize when we reach that breaking point, we just go, no, I'm not having it, get out. But the thing is that the leading up to that takes so long that your progress in life could be a good deal faster. And how do you make that happen? Well, see your brain as a muscle. See neuroplasticity as something that you can engage in when you deliberately practice. So I've referred to Matthew Syed in the book Bounce. I've also referred to Daniel Coyle and the Talent Code, which look at the neurological aspects of excellence. And basically, what they're saying in both those books is if you create a choice framework, so you start with small things, like supposing you have 2 sugars with your coffee. Okay, today I'm going to have 1, and you make that choice. Okay, I'm not going to read my emails until 10 o'clock. So you turn off your email server. Okay, I'm going to make that choice. Little tiny, and actually that might be quite big for many of you. I'm going to turn off my email for the next 15 minutes so I can get this quote out, for example. That is the choice. And once you start making a lot of choices, what happens is your fluidity, your ability to make a choice, which is based on observing what you see, making a calculation internally based on your perspectives as to what you're being shown, and then deciding one or another option to move forward. So I do this thing, the advanced driving, and it involves a 5-stage system. It's called the system of car control, and it's 5 things that you run through your mind, and each time you run through it, you're making a choice. So I didn't recognize the power of this practice until I reflected on it in my book. But I went out for a drive the other evening, and in an hour drive, because I'm running this process, I might make 400 specific choices about my actions in response to the environment. So I don't say, oh no, that you shouldn't be doing that, or this shouldn't be the case, or I don't agree with you, because all of those things are speculations about the activities of another, not yourself. What I do is I continue to run through this process, and the choices I make, because it's driving, you get to see whether or not you made the right choice pretty quickly. So in that way, what I've been able to do is practice my mind to an extent now that I extremely quickly assess information in the environment. I provide and attach meaning to it, and then make a decision. Not, oh, well, maybe we should, or yeah, I'd like to, or I wish we could. No, choose, make a choice, because that is a cognitive action that currently many people do not exercise to the extent they can. And because I've had to, I've discovered that my ability to make decisions, to make choices, seems to other people to be impetuous or radical, or challenging. But the thing is this, that it doesn't matter what's out here. What matters is how you respond to it, because you either do or you don't. And unfortunately, because of COVID and because of all sorts of pressures that people are under, people are experiencing things that are criminal in many cases, abusive in many cases, absolutely damaging to one's mental health. People make choices about their sleeping habits, which are damaging them. I did a whole series of posts on that. So at the moment, your choices that you think you have are actually far, far more. But in order for you to see that, you need to start actively making choices. Because when you do that continuously, it affects, so it's like transferable skills. The ability to make a choice in a driving situation for me transfers over in that I quickly assess and make a decision about something else. And I only saw the difference in that when I compare myself to my brother, who struggles to make choices because he doesn't make very many. So it's a bit of a doozy. Definitely speak to my neuroscientist peeps about neuroplasticity and understand that true choice is practice, but it is within your grasp, and you will very, very much enjoy exercising your choices. So have a good day. I'll see you again. Cheers.